package. It's very heavy. I need a knife. Clearly it's addressed to me. I saw this the other day and I thought, that looks like a fun challenge to do. And it is a package with some sweets in it. It has a badge. It is from Travelling Man. Miniatures and paints and things like that. And this is Old World New Tricks. QR code if you want it. And it is a game. It is a competition. It is a painting competition. Not that I think I'm any good and likely to, but I want to give it a try. We have Geek Gaming. I have some base rubble. Grimdark City rubble for the base. I have paints. I knew I was going to get green. Why did I know I was going to get green?
초록색을 별로 좋아하진 않는데.
Lizard green, vivid blue, Citadel colours, something yellow, I can't see what it is. Phalanx yellow, and it's like 4 really random paints. Duncan Road, 2 thin coats red glaze. And the important bit, Warriors of Chaos, is a figure that has to be put together and then we paint it. If I can figure out how to get out of the packet. Breastplate. We have a random arm. We have a shield. Oh, it's a knight. Oh, okay. It's a knight. So there we go. There is my old world warrior, Norse warrior kind of thing. Base plate, which probably is going to be extended if I'm going to use all that gravel. And some Rizzler and some fizzers, sweets. There we go. So this week we're making the Old World New Rules competition. Okay, the rules for these is you have to use the hashtag TM Paint Challenge and Old World New Tricks on TikTok. It will be on TikTok, it won't be on Instagram. So you'll see my results as well as on here. You can use the 4 colours provided plus black and white. You may prime your minium with a black or white primer. The basic material must be used, however, you may add other materials to see fit. Okay, so I'll save this just for the QR code. What do we have? So that base is way too small to put all of that gravel on. That goes like that. I assume that goes in there like that and then that goes on there, but I think, okay. Fun game of trying to stick this on. Nope, super glue blocks again. Well, what happens? Super glue blocks up. Took me a couple of minutes to get the glue out. Nope, it fell apart. I'm turning his head slightly. I'm going to have to paint this in pieces. The shield goes on the front. And we'll get some paint out. Rookie mistake. I cut the bits off, the little bits that stuck on the edges that were still there, trimmed all of the little clips and things off. Now I've got to spray it. I should have left those things on and sprayed the model. Okay, go and spray these and I'll be back. Okay, it is primed, adjusted for the mistake of cutting these bits off. And now we have, I've just had an idea. As I hate green, the idea is I was going to put him on the edge of this fire pit and have this fire, but I've got red and yellow, which will very definitely make fire. So if I make red and yellow fire and then cast him in red and yellow light, so I'll paint him blue, I guess green. I've got some truly horrible colours. So, yellow cloak base cover painted. Now what I'm going to do is use this hideous green for the recesses to the darkest part. And I think I'm going to use the cloak as the testing ground for the rest of him, to get an idea of what I want the rest of him to look like. I see his shoes need to be red. He's got Louboutins on, like everyone does. You don't know, all my models have red soles to their shoes. It's quite a thin green. Painting over the top of yellow is lacking. I guess we'll just do it in stages. Then we'll go back to yellow and paint Mixing the 4 colours and the black white paint is allowed, so I can add white paint to make it lighter. Okay, it's decision time. Coat is made and the furs are kind of a bluey colour. I have red. Maybe I should use the red. The shield, well, the shield's got to be yellow, isn't it? Given I paint the soles of the shoes and they're standing on the shoes, clearly I'm not a only paint what you see person. This yellow is a very strange sort of nothing kind of yellow. There's a skull there. We made a decision. We're going shiny and tempting to do non-metallic metal on here, but given my last attempts, thin coats of red for the helmet. It really is a thin paint. Okay, day 2. Day 2 is going to be a quick little update, really, and a few bits and pieces. I posted a TikTok update after day 1, and Traveller Man Minis came back to me and went, you got sent a red glaze. That's the wrong colour. You need a red paint. So if you switch out the glaze for a red paint, which I've picked Citadel paint, that will be your red colour instead of the glaze. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm covering everything in Evil Sun's Scarlet because it's a Citadel colour and clearly they sell Citadel paint. I'm keeping with what they sell. I've just been touching layering and doing way too many layers. I'm adding a thin wash of yellow over this, trying to take some of the greeniness away from this. Day 3 of the painting of the figure has not materialised because if you watch the TikTok you'll have understood. So instead, as it's now 9 o'clock at night, I'm not going to do any more. However, I'm going to cover this in some Mod Podge so that it can be covered and painted, primed. There you go, there's Mod Podge and okay, I've had a thought. Right, model is now together. Still not happy with the shield, but it seems okay. I'm going to I should glue him in place. And then take this. Grimdark City Rubble. If I can actually get the lid off. There we go. Looks like hemp. There's sand and rubble. Nice. It's an impressive bubble. It's nice black grit and then some really nice fine sand underneath. This is going to quickly become my favourite Terrain. I like this. If you know my things, I do love a dioramas because then it becomes a story. And Yellow Cloak is definitely keeping watch as the night's fire burns. Okay, after a lot of faffing around and cleaning and tidying, pulling apart, separating, I may have got this to work. There's paint in there. Let's test it. No, bubbling. There's paint coming out, but it's not. Is this?
Many swear words later.
Okay, having finally fixed the airbrush, we now attempt to paint some yellow. I've got green residue of the blue in here. Very thin. Where's my spray? Come out again. That's better. Right. That's now going in there like that. Goes in there like that. He goes like that. And he's covered in glowiness. The last bits are just a little bit of way more green on this than I would ever usually use. I mean, I've used green. Should fancy I've actually used green. Ugh, I think. Done.
끝! 갈게요.
There we go. There is Old Yellow Cloak standing watch on the night watch while the fires burn and blaze and cast glowing lights all over him. It's not bad in the end, is it? He's pretty good. I'm quite pleased with him. He's got a lot of green on him. Makes my hands itch, but well, I hope you like this and I hope this was fun. And he's gonna go up there on the shelf with the vast amounts of other figures I've been painting and will continue to paint. There's a lot more to be done. So if you want to see the next installment of figure painting or making something on this channel, then suggest you hit subscribe and follow along, and we will be back to do something else soon. If you're not already, you can find me also on TikTok, SoloNic on TikTok, same logo, same name, where I post every day and keep you updated on the daily occurrences of keeping motivated and being creative every day. So, if you want to follow on there, I will be back next time, maybe doing something with Jackdaw here or something else. But now, I'm going to go and feed a chimera. Bye. Solo, you hungry? "28-minute video intro where it was me unopened stuff." Talk about yourselves.